Yo, what up? Hope everybody's good. Some stuff that we definitely want to talk about today, but we got a lot of stuff coming out. Hold on, let me get this thing right. I really like our shorts that we've been coming out with lately. We got a few new shorts coming out, especially in March. We have, as of right now, our ITL massage gun has just came out. So it came out at 12 o'clock. You guys can grab those on inthelab.tv. I'm going to say this a few times, so don't get mad at me, but we got some stuff coming out your way. We also have the Hulk. Our Hulk heavy basketballs just came out. They just dropped. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. All right, so you guys can see how our heavy balls came out. We got our mystery shirts, mystery tees, but you can kind of see what they look like. So these will be coming out pretty soon. But thank you guys for just supporting everything that we've been doing. If you guys don't mind, just give us a quick roll call. Let me know where you guys are watching from and what level of basketball that you play. If it's just for fun, let me just know it's just for fun. If it's high school, if it's college, if it's pro, I like to know. But yeah, so we got a bunch of people probably tuning in from everywhere. And just thank you guys. Like I said, man, thank you guys for allowing us to grow the way that we have lately. We've been growing, and it's cool to see. Kansas, Amsterdam, Louisiana, Miami, Montreal, Chicago. And if you're watching this later, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Let me know in the comments where you actually watch from. It actually helps me to know that stuff. So, but yeah, we do this our streams, we do them every every day, actually, Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock. So make sure you guys always subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can be updated when everything comes out. We're going to get started in just a second on some pick and roll action. But we've got a couple things that we want to go through first. A couple good games yesterday. You know who's really good and got a lot better is DeJounte Murray. So I wanted to give him a really big shout out. He's gotten a lot better. So I was watching that. I watched a few games yesterday. I watched the Golden State versus San Antonio where San Antonio won. And it was a good game. But DeJounte Murray showed so much improvement, and it was really cool to see. We also saw Giannis and Middleton. They played really well against Istanbul. We got some people from Istanbul. That's dope. Really enjoyed my time out there in Istanbul. Really, enjoyed my time out there, and spending some time with Fenerbahce. And just big shout out to Serbia. So we got a bunch of you guys in here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, our heavy basketballs are coming out this week. So stay tuned for the heavy basketballs. Our massage guns, they're out right now, so you can cop those on inthelab.tv. But here's the thing, though. They're going to go fast, so just make sure that you cop yours. And I use all my massage guns for right when I'm done playing or before I play, just to get me loose, warmed up, get all the knots out and all that stuff. It's really helped me kind of stay fresh and not hurting all the time. And that's kind of why, we did the massage gun. Massage gun is $100. Wanted to make it a little bit cheaper because I know a lot of people have, it's a lot of money for some of those. So trust me, because I bought one. I bought a few actually. And, that's why we wanted to make our own that's affordable. And we did the best that we could. It's a long-lasting battery, and it's a good product. All right. Shout out to the dude who just started One Punch Man. You're gonna love it. If you like anime, you just gotta give One Punch a chance though, because it's kind of weird at first, the first season really has no story, but it's hilarious though. So anyways, big shout out to the guy who just started 1 point. I always got to give my anime fans something. Got to give my anime fans something. All right, here we go. We're jumping into the film now. Let's get it. Okay. Here we go. All right, I actually have a few of these that I wanted to look at. They're just like some good plays that I saw from the last few days. Then we're going to get into our pick and roll, but I want to look at some stuff. You know what I really like is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's growing on me, and so is Malik Monk. All right, where are we at? All right, there we go. Couple cold moves. I do want to see him take a bigger step into being a star. Hey, come here, Horton. Dimers, tough. Whole play was tough. So the thing is, what happened with this play? He started reaching, and players like Shai, they're slippery, bro. Slippery, and so you can't really start reaching on guys like that. But what does slow them down though, sometimes with slippery players, if you can get a hand on them and hand check or slow them down, put a body on them, then it's a little bit tougher, but it's still you just want to stay in front for the most part. Guys like Jamal Crawford, you just got to stay in front and give a late contest because they're so shifty and hard to stop. Remember, I told you he does not finish. He does not finish with his left hand ever. I thought it was a Colt spin move, bodied him into it. That's that left shoulder tossing him to the side of Shai Gilgeous, spinning all the way around. Might have thought it was gonna go to that left hand. He never shoots the left hand, but he sneaks it on the inside where Shai's trying to block the left hand. Know your personnel. Let's see. You know what? Giannis played good, in my opinion, but this spin move, his spin move is really good. And everybody said, oh, you got to know it's coming. And I get that. Thing is, you got to bring help right here. You know that's coming. It's either he's going to commit to the left and be too deep in the paint for a kick out. He'll try to kick it out still. But, like, if you cut the spin move off, he's just going to keep going left. When, you know, somebody as strong as that, and then you include a pump fake into that, that's his move. Him and LeBron, that's their patented moves. But I will say that LeBron has added a little bit more to the bag lately. I will say that. That's called wall crawl. All the way over the top. See, like, look at DiVincenzo. Guys, you have to know this. You have to know this. These are plays that you steal. When somebody goes by, you can't be out the plate. Boom, boom. Like, see how low he brings that? You got to steal those. That's on his left hip. Easy steal. DiVincenzo could have took that with two hands and went off the other way. But these are little things that you can learn in order to help you steal the ball and, you know, stop plays like this. But that's on Dante. Like, Dante's kind of jogging back. Stay tight. Put pressure. So he's not affecting the play at all. Little opportunities like that was that's when you steal, but you gotta hustle. You can't just be jogging back, or you won't even be in the opportunity to make that type of steal. Shout out to everybody that just pulled up. We got our Hulk's Incredible Hulk heavy basketballs that just came out, or that are getting ready to come out. They're coming out this week. And then we got our massage guns. They come with a bunch of different attachments. You attach everything inside here. This is what the case looks like. We getting kind of nice over here, actually. In the lab right there, branded properly. Anyways, back to the film. InTheLab.tv if you want to copy anything. We also got gear on there too. Look how long it took him to get around this screen after getting crossed over. He was so lost. Man, I say this almost every single film session. The easiest time to cross somebody over is on a pick and roll. It's the easiest time to lose it. But look how long it took him to get back, though. It wasn't that good of a crossover. And he's like rounding like this pillar and Jokic. Like, his easiest time to cross somebody over is off a screen. Okay. Here we go. Another spin move. Tough. So, like, we just saw Horton Tucker Jr. do it, but this is why it's so important to build speed into these spin moves. One of the best players in the NBA right now, he doesn't use this much anymore, is John Wall. So, like, John Wall, especially when, you know, before he got hurt and all that stuff, he builds up a lot of speed, so it forces the defender to break from a slide to a run, right? A slide to a run. And that's key right there, because now it's going to be so much harder to change directions. Now, this guy that's at the free throw line defensively has to commit defensively. If he plugs that up, he would make such a slow pass back out to DiVincenzo that it'd be easy to recover from that. But JaMychal Green was out of there, bro. he was out of there. Good move. Giannis, that's his move. That's his move. Doesn't really have much else that he goes to, but he's such an unstoppable player in the transition. All right, you know why I added this play? Do you know how fast a read that he just made? I want you to really look at this play. Let me help you understand this. So, like, Millsap isn't in the picture right now. He's on the baseline. And technically, and I saw this from a different angle. So, like, when I saw that, I was blown away because he does not see him right here. He's not looking at him. He's looking at Michael Porter, and he was also peeking over to Will Barton. He turns and was going to shoot that. Look how fast this cut happened. Boom. Just like that. And he saw it. Like, this fool is he is an unbelievable passer. Like, unbelievable passer. The reads that him and LeBron are making off the pick and roll, like, I'm watching every game and I'm like blown away. But this is such a fast read. Not just I didn't mean pick and roll, but like just passing reads, just reads in general. They're unbelievable. And look how easy it looked. It just like, it actually looked how Max is Nice does like his videos. Like, it's just like a breeze. Like, he's not even playing hard. An incredible player, bro. Like, he really is. This boy is so cold to me. Darius Garland is so cold to me. Super fast. Yeet. Shot it off one leg. Building up the speed into the move. Speed right there. Look how straight that front leg is. That back leg is dragging. That's why they call it a drag, because the back leg drags the ground, so it helps stop you. The front leg, it stops you mainly. Actually, which foot hits the ground first? Let me be sure of that. Oh, the left one. The left one starts dragging before the right one stops you. So the left foot slows you down, the right foot stops you. Just a good player, man. Really good player. I think by the time it's all said and done, he's gonna have like a crazy highlight tape. I wanted to highlight Colin Sexton too. And this wasn't that great of a play, but his reads in game have gotten so much better. Colin Sexton, they really have. This is on the fly too. Obviously, it's an option, but just to be able to make that read, throw it up, right hand scoop, he's gotten so much better. My question to you is: Colin Sexton the All-Star? Good read on the fly. After hitting a move like that, 1-2, snatch back through the legs that way, and then put it back between the legs hard, and took off of that. Got in front of him, full court, or from half court damn near. Then made the read. Excellent read, though. Tough to guard that. Once he gets in front of him right there, it's too tough to guard that. It puts everybody else in a situation where they have to commit, and nobody committed right there. He was out of there, bro. Bridges was out of there. No contest, nothing, bro. Hey, every now and then, if you look, like, House will have these moves, bro. He'll have plays like, if you really watch him, he'll have moves just like he was out of there. Like, not even facing the play. He was out of there, bro. No contest, nothing. Like, just grab a camera and take a picture of him if you're gonna play defense like that. All right, so here's my question for this play. Let me ask you a question. Did he mean to tap this? Because I see Jokic do this a lot. Did he try to do that? I think he did. I think that he did do that. I think that he did do that. Because I see Jokic make these plays all the time, but if you look right here, he looks at him. Maybe. Did he do it on purpose, though? That was a great play. Heads up play if you meant to do it. So this is, I think that next year, Charlotte is much watched TV. The connection that and the chemistry that they're starting to make with this young, talented squad, I'm not going to call them an up-and-coming championship team or anything like that, because I don't think that they are. I just think that they're like, you have those teams that are just really fun to watch. And I think that right now they're building on it, and they're going to be forced to give them more games on TV, like TNT type, ESPN type. You're going to have to, because they're too much fun to watch, like this type of stuff. This happens mainly because he's attacking. And so, like, what a great slip by Bridges, too. He did it just enough so he's in his way. And then just enough so that you have to commit defensively right there. And they put they're attacking away from the single side. So, like, the guy on the opposite side doesn't know whether to help, tag. Like, he doesn't know what to do. Like, so he's late on that. And I think, you know what? Just because they're not a championship team, I don't think that they're going to be a championship team in the years to come. They may be, but my thing is, it's just like, it's okay. Like, I still would love to watch fun basketball to this level. And, I'm hoping for the best for this Charlotte team, because I feel like Jordan finally got it right. He got it right with LaMelo. They still got some work to do over here, though. I will say that. But they can make the playoffs. Tough move. Tough shot, too. Watch how he breaks from a slide to a run defensively. So you see that? So his shoulders go from here, and now they're facing here. See, like, that is a big difference. So that's when it gives you the right to counter, tack hard, full speed right there. Boom. Back tap. Step back. Get an easy shot out of that, even though he was off balance off of that. I thought it was a good move. They got a lot of like young, talented guys. Like Rozier's good, Melo's good, Graham is good, Monk can play. Bridges, he's an improving player. They're starting to be much-watched TV. Gordon is pretty good. They just got a lot of guys that fairly play the same position. And I wish they were like, it's just much-watched TV, bro. Like, they're turned to a really fun, talented squad to watch. And when they start learning more along how to win, see, the biggest thing they're gonna need is a coach. If they can really get like the coach to really put everything together, they're gonna be tough. So I didn't do this for the 8th, so I want to go back and go over all this because I didn't go over this on the last one. No, I gotta always have my plays going. So like this was funny to me because it was so stiff. But he was kind of going to work on it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a robot spinning, like like pivoting. But it was nice though. Every now and then he'll do something that's nice, and it's just kind of funny to see. Love that one. Slow between the legs. Heavy into the right. Footwork was crazy. Dropped his shoulder level. So sold that move. I thought that was a tough move. Who this? Look, okay, he's still working. He's still working. Good defense, tough shot. And I highlight this mainly because it's just cool to see him and LeBron still playing at this high of a level. Now, obviously, CP3 has took a little bit of a dip, but he's still really good, though. He's still really good. Like, he's had a 30-point game this year where it was just like, how are these fools able to still play at this high a level? You want to know why? It's because they're coming off of, they're not taking as much contact anymore. They're getting rid of their initial defenders and getting bigs to switch on, like you see right there. Tice got up on this one. I thought that was called. He got up on that one. Good read. So, like, mind you that this is the same play that pretty much almost, it was more of an out-of-bounds play that we saw from Colin Sexton. Now, it's your turn to start making these reads and learning from this stuff. Because basketball is pretty much the same thing. It's really not that much that happens in basketball. Now, you got this much bounce to go off a tip jam and then cock it back with two hands. Must watch TV over there in Charlotte. I don't miss a game. With Charlotte, I don't miss the games. Unless the Warriors or the Lakers are playing. But I still go back and look at them. Still go back and look at them. Okay, let's see. Thought that was a cold combo. But more along the lines of, it's just cool to see somebody that broke their leg off. Like it was dangling from his body. It's cool to see him do this stuff, you know, and I'm happy to see that he's starting to find like a new life out there. Good D, damn. Excellent ball movement. This is such a good team, you guys. Like, they're really, really gelling on a different level and stuff that people can't stop. And I think personally that their offense and Golden State, it don't show every game with Golden State. It shows every game with Utah, but they had the best offense. These two teams had the best offense to me. I know, I don't care if you disagree, whatever. I just be watching this stuff and seeing how many open shots that these guys be getting. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Brian still got, Brian is adding to his bag. He didn't really do this type of stuff. He didn't do this type of stuff. He's actually like getting better. He's getting better. And it's kind of cool to see. Like, Hezzy's a man 30 feet from the basket. Hey, blow by. And he shook him too. Like, he froze him. He blew by right by him after that. Hey. Just bringing the hand slightly to the ball. He's adding, like, guys, LeBron is not getting worse. You know, the most unstoppable that I've seen him in terms of scoring was 2018 playoffs. The year that he scored 50 and Henny Smith, like, did his, he made his debut. But, like, LeBron is making smarter reads, and he's kind of, like, starting to shoot better. And so me seeing, like, how he's playing, bro, like, it's interesting because, and I always go over this, one thing that helps him out is because he takes care of his body and he's continuing to add to his skill. But his athleticism really hasn't declined. Whereas a guy like Derrick Rose he really isn't as skilled. He really isn't as skilled as LeBron. He could dribble better than him, but he really isn't that much more skilled. If you really think about it, I think that, guys, like, Rose winning MVP was the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my life. Him and Steph. But, like, I'm not stupid enough to realize that it was definitely a lot of what he did is based off his athleticism. And if it wasn't, then he'd be playing more right now, right? If you just want to keep it a buck, he'd be playing more. He'd still be dominating. What does Rose have besides his floater, which he has a great floater, that is dependable as Chris Paul's pull-up? Think about that for a second. What does Rose have that's dependable as much as Curry depends on his three-point shot? And it's not a knock on Rose. It's just that if it was less predicated upon his athleticism and more on his skill, it'd be a totally different ball game than what we're talking about right now. And that's why, like, I'm so big on wanting Morant to continue to get better, continue to get skilled. Because I don't want to, God, when he does, I don't want him to get injured, but if he does, like, I still want him to be good because he's such a good player. And his jumper is coming along. He's this close to being a really good shooter. Keep cooking, my brother, without question. Appreciate the love. And y'all get them likes up. My guy needs his engagement. We definitely need the engagement. So if you keep thumbs up in the videos, they'll just start growing over time. And I need you guys to help me out with that. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Boomerang, just in case you ever hear it, it's when you pass the ball and get it right back, but you're like, you know what you want. So you're trying to get the defense to shift. Watch everybody jumps the ball, getting it right back. So now you attack while they're kind of out of position, but he actually didn't. The goal is to attack faster than that. Hey, he's still adding, bro. He's still adding. And it's, I mean, why can't he do what Brady's doing right now? Why can't he keep winning? Or at least making appearances in the final? Why? I don't see a reason why he can't. And then the thing about it, he's still getting smart. He's not going to stop getting smarter. There's a boomerang again. And you may ask, like, why doesn't he just dribble the ball up and then just attack from the same position? Like, why pass it? Like I said, it's to get the defensive shift. But if you don't attack right away, they'll just get right back in the same position. Cold. He's still adding. That wasn't cold. A hard left to right between, and shifted him too. Watch how hard Plumlee shifts. Right out of his way. Can't stop him going to the basket. But I want to see. I'm really looking forward to the Clippers versus the Lakers. I'm really looking forward to it. It might be a different story this year now they got some rim protection. He's icing games now. Dame step back. Didn't punch it as hard, but it's a Dame step back. Limited amount of space over there on the sideline. Still got his foot behind the three, knocked down straight in too. He's hitting jumpers. Like, at a professional level, like, he's hitting jumpers right now. Game on the line. You're going to hit the pick and roll session in a second. Give me a sec. Go through all these plays. hanging, step back. While the ball's hanging in the air, you step back. 3-pointer. And these are good makes, too. In the clutch. And B got caught right there, bro. It's not really his fault per se, but like, if you gonna commit, you better commit. He got caught, but then B was cooking DeAndre Jordan though. On a few plays, he was cooking him. Come here and B. Let me drag you out here. So when you get, that's how you get a big to come with you. Just run right at him, find open space, space out right there. What are we doing? Good D. Good D. Wipe your feet. You know what's coming. Between the left, step back. He was out of there, bro. He was out of there. Because he's so good at attacking off the between the legs dribble going towards left. Makes you drop that back foot all the way, bro. Ain't. Good win by Philly, though. They didn't have, I don't think Kyrie and, that's the same play we saw from Reggie Jackson almost, except it was more from a standstill. Good pass. Something to look at too, shoulder levels. How low are your shoulders before you attack? Harden normally always has really good shoulder levels, and you know he's able to get to the bucket and get through contact, mainly off of that type of stuff. So something to look at. From the left, gosh. So yesterday, I don't know if you guys looked on my Instagram and saw like the little layups that I posted, but yesterday inside the academy, it's exactly what we worked on. It's exactly what we worked on. And so, you know, highly recommend that you guys pull up to the academy, especially when, you know, we're doing those sessions. I might have one today after this session, like around 3:30. We'll work on form shooting. I know a lot of people need help with shooting. So I want to help you guys out with that stuff. If you just tuned in, make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not. We got our mystery tees coming out soon. We got our chocolate basketballs coming this week. They changed colors in the light. We got our ITL massage gun that just came out. Comes with different attachments, your charger, long-lasting battery. It's good stuff. All right, back to it. Now, let's get to our pick and roll here. Pick and roll. Where we at? Oh, there we go. So I'm going to slide this over so you guys can see this. So did you know? Oops. There we go. All right, there we go. Did you know, in terms of scoring, let me take you. No, I'm not going to take you a step back. In terms of scoring, did you know that Dame Lillard averages the most points off of pick and roll? Did you know that? 14.3 a game off of pick and roll. That's a lot of pick and roll, and he runs at 48.4% of the time. Second is Trae Young, 14.3 points off the pick and roll as the ball handler. Luka, 14.2. And after that, it kind of falls down all the way down to 11 with Zach LaVine, who's having a great season, who I actually really like, and he's playing really well. But scoring, we're going to go over scoring and reads that you want to make, and then we're going to go over passing and things of that sort, right? Let's start off with Dame Lillard. I'm going to go to results here. 1 point, 1.2, 1.3. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of different things because there's also effectiveness that comes into play too, right? I would say personally, I think that Curry's the best off of pick and roll. Me personally. I can show you a lot of things and numbers that will lead to that, but I actually just want to show you the film instead of showing you all that stuff. But let's look at Dame, though. Dame is a much improved pick and roll player from the time he came into the league to now. He's excellent. He's excellent. Somebody who's also always been good is CP3. Also a very good pick and roll player. He's normally who you want to use to teach pick and roll. Like, you use his film to teach pick and roll. So one of the main things, first of all, you need to understand this. In the NBA, they set a lot of legal screens. And, you know, in the pro levels in general, it's just a legal screen in Europe, here. And that's just what it is. You got to learn how to get around this stuff. If you want to cry about it and play in the Boy Scout League, you can. This place will just never be, it will never be for you. NBA, no babies allowed, no B words allowed. National Basketball Association or Backyard Association, all kind of stuff. But, like, you can't be soft and defend a pick and roll. It's already hard enough. But here's the thing, though. He's getting these picks. So watch what Covington does. Like, clearly that's a moving screen, right? Happens all the time. So what you can always say, what people do, is they'll say that, oh, I was just popping for the jumper. I wasn't trying to butt screen or whatever. So the ability to attack downhill. So Dame is so good off of these pick and rolls because if you're too high, he's going to run right at you and you're going to see it. And if you're standing back, which this dude almost still blocked. If I can get him on Golden State, I can't believe we passed up on him. Oh, gosh, it would have been so great having this guy on the Warriors. And he still almost challenged that. But the thing is, you're sagged back, he's going to shoot it. He's going to shoot it. And this is why it's so important to nonstop work on your jumper. In between games. So you have these guys that play drop coverage in the league nowadays, right? I keep wanting to call him Cantor, but he is not Cantor. What's his name? I just cannot remember his name for some reason. I know you guys do. So him dropping back, either allow, like Chris Paul go right into a pull-up at that elbow. But it's a good job on Westbrook of staying as close as he can to force him in. He's trying to force him into the big, so he takes that in-between shot so he could challenge over the top. I would have been even closer. Alex Lamb, my bad, guys. Goes into the runner. You got to have soft touch. So there's a few different shots that you're going to need coming off the pick and roll. And then everything else is just like, okay, you can have that, but you don't need it, really. Being able to shoot, being able to attack the basket, pull up, runner, floater, whichever one. Now, you can say step back and dead leg and all these moves, but at the end of the day, if you have these specific shots, you have the ability to dominate the pick and roll. Point in case right here. If you're standing on the three-point line and we get a high pick and roll, the reason why we want to set high pick and rolls, think about it yourself. Do you hit top speed of your pick and roll, or do you hit your top speed of running 10 yards out or 20? 5 yards out or 20 or 30? This normally happens when you have more space to run. So like when you're stretching it this far out, you're able to get downhill a lot better. Now, what the big man is going to do, he's nervous about that because attacking bigs, it's too hard for bigs to guard guards like this. They have to play back and give themselves a little bit of chance like for cushion. But the thing with Dame Lillard, he can hit these shots if you don't step up, right? So it's all the little things right there that you have to be able to see. So like this drop coverage, like, can somebody explain to me? Oh, that was the play. It was that pick right there that got him. You got to be early. You got to talk that out. Let's see. Okay, so this is a great switch on Russ. So let me show you what happens here. Covington is going to fake a screen to make an off-ball screen, right? Now, normally what you want is them not to switch, but Russ reads it. Boom, switches it. Boom. So now it's like kind of hard. That's good defense right there. That was good defense. He just makes tough shots. That's all it is. If you don't get up, he's going to pull that. So another little key, run your man into the defender. And you have to make sure, if you really want to be good in pick and roll, you have to get your guy to set a good pick. Make contact. You start with spacing. Spacing is the first step, right? So him going across right there, look at number 0 on the blue team, standing next to Canner, right? He runs in between. Essentially, that's almost like setting a screen on Lopez because now he gives him a chance to go up and there's nobody stepped up on that screen. Now you run them, stay tight to the screen, boom, there's nobody there. There's a layup. For him, it's a layup. So now, let's see what we get here. That's another thing. So like, if you ever played a one-on-one, you'll know, especially full court, you'll know how hard it is to guard somebody that's running at you. So this much of a gap is enough to get by a defender, even if you're not as fast as them. That was sorry defense. Gosh, dang. Look at this defense. Well, hold on, bro. Look at this. Just open the door for him. You got Holiday rushing back. You got to help him. Sheesh. Okay, so now he's going to come downhill off of that. Another screen, a double. He's able to attack him. So with the way that the NBA rules are set up too, it's harder to hand check them. And the thing about it, NBA players are so much smarter because if they feel that contact, they're going up. So keep in mind, there's a gap still. And he's able to get downhill, burst to the basket, get into his body. The main thing that happens here is he's cutting off his lane. See how he cut off his lane to go up and block his shot? So Lopez wasn't able to gather and go up into that, right? So I'm just showing you different ways to score off of Dame Lillard's pick and rolls. A lot of interviews of him talking about this too, and I think it's something that everybody should look at. Same thing. I mean, for me, he's going sideline to sideline. So for me, as this big that Canner's guarding, you have to step up because you're not. I mean, it's so hard for Kobe White to be able to guard this, and he goes under it too. It's an easy jumper. Now he's snaking, right? So this is what happens when you snake and you see. Is that Markkinen, Larry Markkinen or something like that? When he's too far over. Now he has that whole left side to attack now. So now he's over here, easy jumper, snake around the screen. And this normally happens. You can't snake when the guy goes under. But pay attention where you start. So if there were volleyball lines on the court, he'd be on that volleyball line. He's not all the way over on the sidelines because the thing about it, if you're standing on that sideline and they come get you, you should double every time when somebody's on the sideline like that. But if he's on that volleyball line, you still have room to retreat. That's one of the keys that you need to understand, to have room to retreat if they double you. Tax off of this. Large still backing up. Easy jumper. But like, see, just think about you in this situation. If you have this much room to attack somebody, this is why it's so important to attack from this high up and get these screens. You'll be a lot more successful if you just do this. If you start from high up, drag screens and all kind of step up screens. Now all this other stuff, the step backs are a plus, right? So now he fights over the top. Wasn't that great of a screen? But now he's on this hip. So this rush is easy from there. No help. It's nothing. Terrible defense. Couple more plays, and then we're going to move on. Refusing the screen. Much improved, like, finisher. I wish you got... One day I'm going to show you guys his rookie footage. It was so garbage in terms of him finishing. So much better. This dude's good, man. There he goes, Larry Mark. Like, this is the easiest time to beat somebody. Now, let me show you what happens in the opposite situation, right? So when they start hedging and doubling and things of that sort, this is something that I think that everybody needs to see. Because I always talk about Lonzo and Curry always make the right pass for the most part, especially until they get cooking. When they get cooking, especially Steph, he's just in torch mode, right? Let's go over this. See open man, pass open man. How it benefits you, and not making that pass, how it hurts you. Let's see, I'm gonna go to assists. And then I'm gonna go to buckets too. Where am I missing? All right, pass out results, ranks, points. Who ranks the highest in pass out results and points? Let's see. Luka's up there. You know what? I'm gonna just show you Golden State. We'll go to team, even though they're not even clicking yet to where we can all the way learn from it, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Pick and roll, 400 points. They actually don't run it as much as you may think, but they're absolutely excellent. You see this number right, or this little stat right? They're excellent at it. Cuts, handoffs. Let's see. All right, here we go. A lot of people wonder why they think Steph's not a good passer, because it doesn't show in the stats. This is a thought for people who don't know basketball, because a good pass doesn't always mean a stat. Sometimes it's a stat, or it's a hockey assist, which they should really keep in. They should really keep track of hockey assists. I really believe so. But it's what starts the assist. Pay attention to it. So we'll get a few plays right here. This is just like, this ain't a pass out result full. Let me see. This was good, bro. No, they didn't give me a bucket for that. Matter of fact, before we even do that, pay attention to, it may show up, but how many plays, open plays, like is created by Steph. That's one. See what we get out of the squad. Some of these shots he be hitting it just be blowing me away. That was a push off though. Screen right there. Come off that screen. Good defense, switching everything. I like San Antonio because they can blow stuff up. Because they can switch to so many different positions. He dunked that mess too. These are not pass out results. This is not what I want to see. Thought I was looking at the right thing. Hold on, let me get these pass out results. Assisto. Pick and roll. Boom. Pass out results. Oh, there we go. Now I was looking in the wrong spot. Catch and shoot. Let's look at. Oops, my bad. Let the hand off. Where am I looking here? Give me assists and stuff. Defense, cumulative box. Oh, can I do it like this? Assist off a pick and roll? That would be sick if I could do it like that. Let's do Draymond. Assist. There we go. He got 153 assists off the pick and roll this season? Or is that just him? Let me see. All right, let's see it here. I could be wrong about this, so bear with me. Nope, they just doing it like this, huh? That's weak. They need to. We'll be shooting it from anywhere, bro. Like, let me keep going on this. I'm gonna find this because I know that you guys are gonna learn from it. I had them saved, but it got deleted off my thing. So, offense, pick and roll, ball handler. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Pick and roll, ball handler. Okay, can I extend it even more? Nope. Pick and roll with pass out results, including passes. There we go. Picks, including passes. Pick and rolls, isolations, including passes. There we go. This is something that we can learn from. I don't know why it took me so long to find that. My bad, y'all. Buckets. Okay, here we go. Rescreening. If you can't shoot long range, but you're a better mid-range shooter, rescreening is the way to go. So you have to talk it out. So he gets the screen right here. Pascal sets him another screen. So now it's always under on the first one, over on the second one. That's how they teach it, right? So with that bit of information, now you're able to get your mid-range a lot better. The thing that you lose out on is a lot more space, though, being as we saw Dame Lillard starting at the top and then able to run downhill a lot easier. Hopefully that makes sense. Come off that. Runner. So remember, we talked about one of the shots that you're going to need is a runner, right? Right leg, right hand. Tough shot. Easy for him. That's crazy. It's just like some of these dudes in the NBA are just crazy good to me. Coming off the pick and roll, setting the screen. We watched that play. Let's keep going. Now he's got to make. All right, so this is what I was talking about, right? So now we have a different situation where they're doubling. They're trying to take him off the ball. But he always makes the right play. Like, pretty much every time he's going to make that pass instead of trying to beat it. Sometimes they'll turn a corner. It all depends how the big is guarding them, which there were no bigs in this, so they could have just switched it straight up almost. Next play, boom, makes the extra pass, knockdown jumper. Even still, though, that should have been the Wiggins right off top. But is this Keldon? He did a good job of running towards Wiggins. That's what you're supposed to do. Right there is exactly what you're supposed to do. Run towards Wiggins. So, like, this play, though, is created by Steph because they're doubling. It's what initiates that. This is actually one of the reasons why I say he's one of the best players off the pick and roll, if not the best. In terms of, like, just classic running it, I probably have Chris Paul up there, but, like, stuff that people don't think about is probably Steph. Skip this play. I think we saw this one, too. Yeah, we saw this one. All right, refusing the screen. Good defense. Just didn't get this. Oh, yeah. Good pass, too. Good find. So remember, we always talk about he stunned that one. He almost got the steal. That should have been a steal. Good play, though. Want to go? Oh, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Hey, watching this first half, I was going nuts watching this because he was going crazy in that first quarter. But this was tough. Snatch back. Two people snatched two of them. So there's refusal of the screen. Especially in transition, always look for opportunities to refuse screens. It'll be open. So watch how they go about this, right? Brings it on the other side of the guy. Now he rolls. He got that small, big on you. Definitely wasn't a charge when they showed it from the other angle. Okay, Steph and Draymond pick and roll. So could he have made that pass? I think that he should have made that pass. Should have made that pass. Because I know what Draymond probably would have done ended up in him getting to the basket. So whatever. I mean, he was open. Whatever. I'm not really tripping off that. Just a tough shot, bro. Like, I can't even like really like teach you anything off of that, to be honest with you, other than just saying like the importance of learning how to shoot the ball. Like, what else? I mean, what else you want me to say? Like, I'm not about to teach to do that exact play. Or just funny when, you know, every time a move happens, everybody's so quick to try to go to Instagram and try to make like a duplicate and talking about the Steph Curry tutorial and all this stuff. It's like, nah. All right, finishing package, right? You actually missed that. Splitting it. So the only reason why this is open, Draymond moves up and Powell does not. And he's too far over to the left. He jumps to the left, which now opens back up this right here. So if they're not that far over, you just attack and go right by them. If they are, then it leaves you the opportunity to split or just pass it to Draymond. I like this action. Somebody's going to sprint up, set him a screen. I wish it wasn't Brad Wanamaker, though. Nothing to learn there. Actually, did he make that? Okay, there we go. So pre-screen, give him some little moves before the screen comes. Takes him even further down, so now he has to chase him around that screen. Porzingis hedges. Now with Dame, we didn't see him hedging that much. They were just under different circumstances. But his job is to make him retreat and get back. But the thing about Steph, he never retreated back. He just kept going. So now that finish to the outside, getting into the defender's body, finishing with the outside hand, so important, right? But the key is how tight he is, comes off the screen, even goes around Porzingis, and he's attacking straight up off of that. Now, if they switched this would have been a little bit tougher to do. But that's why it's so, good to attack big. It's the same thing. Porzingis not playing up and having to play back, under normal circumstances, it's fine. Like, not a lot of people are hitting this shot 1 and 2. But it's just, low-key, it's so hard to guard that if you're the guy guarding the basketball. Now he's just cooking. So they ain't even about the right pass. He's just coming off the screen, attacking big. 1, 2, getting on the back up. Keeping in mind, again, normally this move works, and I'm explaining to you why. Why, right? Because Kleber, I think his name is, he's trying to force you to go back to the corner over there, to the baseline, to the sideline, right? He's forcing them left. Now, this between the legs right there gets him to drop his back foot because Steph is really good at splitting that pick. Boom. Now he steps back. So just keep that in mind. You're going to get a top foot in those situations. I know a lot of people always say attack the top foot. You get a lot of those. Zipper cut, going straight up like a zipper. Normally a screen comes right after that, which it does. Now he's back attacking. So remember, I just told you, top foot, but now he goes between the legs and attacks off of that. It's back-to-back plays where it's like the counter, right? But it's so hard when you're dealing with guys like, that you're chasing them around screen. You can't touch them. They're that good. You can't touch them. They're just going to go up and shoot the basketball. Hopefully this is helping some of you guys out. Click the thumbs up button if you support what we're doing over here. Just a slight hezzy. Look how far back it is. What we talked about with Dame. So now you're getting a chance, another chance to attack right at the defender that's at the three-point line. You're at the top, like 10 feet above him. Slight hezzy because he's so good at shooting it. Some of you guys didn't even notice that hezzy. It's all that little stuff that's going to help you when you're attacking downhill. And sometimes it's not even about if you can shoot or not. It just works. Did he lose his bounce? All right, let's see what happens here. Little brush screen. Almost was. Okay, let's see if he makes the right. Oh, he splits it again. So Him ducking in right there. Look how much attention is focused on this guy, right? But the thing is, he has the help. That Tim Hardaway, he has the help. So that leaves Kent Bazemore wide open, because if Kent Bazemore is covered, then Damian Lee is wide open. This is why I love the Warriors offense, because like they can plug anybody in this if they know basketball, and it work. That was cold. And realistically, I'm telling you guys that Steph Hezzy is not even like nasty like that. It's just that he's that good of a shooter that it works all the time. There it is again. So now look how how much room he has to run. Some of you guys don't know. If you're playing in high school right now and never played on a basketball court in the NBA, just think almost twice as long. Not twice as long, but it's a lot longer, right? So you have that much more space to run at somebody and build up top speed. And he fell right over it. So like it's like all this stuff, you're able to, it becomes more effective. So those high pick and rolls, right? Step up, boom, set that. You didn't set a butt screen though, but all this stuff becomes wide open. A lot of you guys some of you guys just hate the Warriors. I would suggest just learning from them, because what they're doing is not a lot of other teams that are running sets like that. Watch Utah. It's the right pass right here. Good shot. So Tim Hardaway, what's going to start happening is as he's turning this corner, Tim Hardaway has to start moving in position, because if he beats Porzingis, talking about Steph, then that's a layup. No back line. But that's why it's so important to attack away from this single side on the pick and roll. It is so important to do that, because it puts that guy in a position where he doesn't know whether to help or do whatever. Appreciate what you're doing with these lives. We need you. Chris and Jess back running one-on-ones. That would be fun. Appreciate the donation, by the way. See, like this type of stuff, right? They run this offense a lot. So Steph will be at the free throw line. There'll be a little triangle action. So just look at the shape that Kent Bazemore, Damian Lee, and Steph are in right now. Steph goes down. Damian Lee goes to set the zipper. But this breaks her off of the action, right? Because this is just so butt-naked wide open. So Steph will come off of this for a three. But normally what happens is everybody runs with Steph. They're so worried about him. The Kent Bazemore wide open slip. There's a few different options off of that, actually, that really, really work. Nothing to learn from that. He almost killed Steph on that step back. Step up, split. Okay, great pass. Good patience, extra pass, somebody cutting. So like diving, right? So the opposite side normally is never looking at the basketball, or looking at the people without the basketball. They should be looking at the ball, but they should always peek over to their man, right? Normally what happens on these type of plays is a skip pass and an extra pass for a three-pointer. But what also ends up being open, if nobody's looking, the dive right down the middle. Boom. But it's all set up by this. This is the reason why all this stuff is open. This is the reason why Kelly Oubre makes an easy pass right there. It's Steph. This is the reason why Draymond's always getting these crazy assists, because people are wide open. He's always wide open, so he can make a wide open pass there. So not just trying to cover Golden State, you know, as a Golden State fan. I'm actually just talking, I'm not talking as a Golden State fan. This is more just like a basketball fan. It's just something that I know that everybody can learn from, because they make the right pass off this a lot. But there are a lot of other teams that do the same thing. Good pass, man. Spun around him. The chemistry is next level. I'm serious, you guys. I want to go over something, though, since we're on the... actually, no, not yet. I don't need to see this Dallas game. Oh, Wiggins is almost out of there. In back-to-back games, Draymond just blew it. Back-to-back. But you know what? I still rock with Draymond, though. He's super smart and all that type of stuff. But, like, he blew it. He freaking blew it. Somebody else is good off the pick and roll. I want to go over this, too, before we get off of here. James Harden. When he wants to run the pick and roll and when he wants to be a point guard, this dude is amazing, man. And I want to go over his stuff, including passes, not just scoring. Where is he? I know I'm missing him. He's right here. James Harden. Change. Pick and roll. He's actually running he's running pick and roll 37.4% of the time this year. Didn't expect that. Let's get on passing to the roll, man. Actually, no, let's get all this stuff. You know who passed the ball really well yesterday was Middleton. He did a really good job throwing some nasty dimes yesterday. He didn't get a lot of credit for that ever, so especially not from me, but I wanted to make sure I pointed that out. He did a really good job. Where the hell was the pick? Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I go on the right thing? All right. There we go. Splitties. Just good. All right. So where you see Steph get double right here and then throw it to Draymond, he now becomes Steph and Draymond, but with that split. So now he has to immediately start looking at his options because Simmons steps to the middle to plug the gap or plug the basket up, right? Boom. Easy pass over there. Drag screens. Pretty much just think of and point guards. You have to always understand this, right? You have to teach your bigs and make sure they understand to do this. When you're coming down the court, you need to tell your big, if you're up there with the ball, come set me a screen. Do not go down to the low post and just try to be a big from the freaking 60s. Like, come set me a screen so I can get downhill, make a play to you, or whatever. Because normally, what's everybody supposed? All right, I'll leave this question to you. In transition, what's defense supposed to protect? What are they supposed to stop and protect? Let me know if you guys know the answer to that. I want to see what you guys say in the chat. How far? Or the paint, the ball. Shoulder massage gun work. Paint, the three, paint. He said boxing, momentum, ball. All right. Most time, your coaches tell you just get back. Stop the ball. Those are the two things you hear. Sometimes I played on different teams where they said it in different orders. But like, stop the ball, protect the basket. Protect the basket, stop the ball. Or protect the paint. Pretty much the same thing, right? So in that case, if we all know that, here's how this works. The big normally, especially in high school, they run to the paint. But what that leaves open, especially the bigs, what that leaves open is DeAndre Jordan setting that and a player able to completely get downhill. Now they're playing against a really good defensive team. So look at Siakam even step over and plug that up. Excellent. Plug it up. Get back. Show, get back. Wait till he starts retreating, get back. That was excellent. Kyrie should have dove right there. But so now, like, that's not a great possession, in my opinion. Nasty pass. They was getting whooped on by Toronto. Toronto's starting to play better, too. It's about seeing the man, open man, and passing to the open man. It's not all about getting an assist. I have players that I tell you have to make something happen off this pick and roll every time. A lot of people think, oh, so I got to score or make an assist. No, you just have to make the right play. But if you think score first, everything will open up because you have to become a threat. If not, nobody else does. It's a nice screen by number one. I can't remember what that is. Or attempted screen. There's something common that's been happening with all these players that we've been looking at, though. So, like, look at where they're getting picks from a lot of the times. They're up high. They're setting these picks up high. So if you didn't learn nothing from today, learn from that. Start up high. Teach your bigs how to either set up or step up or take a drag or set a drag screen. There it is. So, like, he didn't really do it that well, so I'm not even gonna teach that. Dang, bro, he fell hard. Oh, I almost hit his head. Does Joe step up right there? No. It's good defense. Raptors are such good defenders. If they just had as long as the team that they had in past years, they'd be set. But personally, I don't like the fact that he cut to the basket. I know that sounds weird, but like he would have been more open if he would have stayed home. But he ends up drawing the foul. But my thing is, I don't like this. Like three guys all around him, you know, taking the tough shot. I don't like that. Now, he did end up getting a foul, and yes, 422, 106, 107, whoop-de-woo, whatever, right? But, like, different situation. I mean, I'd rather him stay in that corner. Now, if he just can't shoot, I get it. I was sorry. Harden is like weighing 250 and runs up against Lou Williams. The flopping is out of control. I can't stand it. Good pass. So this is actually kind of a similar situation, right? Send that pass out there. He stayed, though, so it allowed it to be more space. You got to make him pay. If you help off of me and I get that ball and you closing out, it's too late. He tried to body him, yeah. Excellent. Same situation right there. Same situation. They try to plug it. He gets in so deep into the paint that he has to commit. Because if not, that's a layup. Everybody knows Harden gets to the basket. Everybody knows that. So most of the time when he sets a screen, he's going to pop. DeAndre Jordan's kind of breaking from the play, though. You got to make that play. Yep. So normally it'll be a pass or a kick out. But we're just showing his assist. But this is a tough pass, too. This is why it's so important to learn how to lay the ball up from different sockets and pass from different sockets. Look how far his arm is stretched out in order to make that. It's away from his body. It's a tough pass. All stuff that you need to learn, right? So this is the first part of our what you call it. Right again. This is the first part of everything that I wanted to go over with you. Now, I'm gonna show you the gun one more time. Be on the lookout for our heavy basketballs. Guys, I kid you not. Like, I do heavy ball drills, and it for sure helps me with my handle. We used to have a black one. This one is just super official. It says indoor, outdoor, and you can use it outdoor, but it's gonna get dirty for sure. I keep mine indoor, and I use the black one outdoor personally, because this is like, you'll know when you see it. It's a really dope looking basketball. Feels good too. Kind of feels like a Wilson. The Chakra is back in stores. We'll have those up pretty soon. Don't tell anybody, but these are the mystery tees. So only you guys really know, but it's easy to figure out. This is how it works. So you got all your little attachments in there. Comes in like a little nasty case right here. We got our in the lab branding. Take things out. You can buy it right now. I don't know how it's selling, or if it's sold out already, but if you go to inthelab.tv, you can get it long lasting battery. I don't know if this thing is charged up. You just put it in or whatever, hit the button. See the light that comes on. Push the power button. So there's 10 levels right here. That's the battery. Right now it's on 7. I just took it out the box. Turn it all the way up. Those 20 levels. And it's quiet too. You can hear this close to how loud it is, but a lot different than the Theragun, because I had a Theragun. It's just loud. But all the stuff after you work out, you know, massage all your stuff, all your you know, your muscles and everything, so you have those knots. Go on inthelab.tv right now and grab it. It's $100, $99, I think. So appreciate everybody's support. I'm gonna jump out of here. Before you head out, subscribe, and then click the thumbs up button. I got a video coming out on Saturday, but I will not be streaming, so make sure to watch that, and I'll see you guys soon.